Welcome to Thursday Night Football with Calvin Dean, sponsored by the NFL Network. We have Week 16 upon us. Please bear with me. I am not in the studio. I am actually in bed, and but the show must go on, right? I had an operation on this last Tuesday, so I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get through this. Just bear with me, and we can go through it. It's going to be a fast show because I'm in incredibly a lot of pain. All right. We have tonight's game. We have the 49ers against the Tennessee Titans. Now, with the 49ers, they're ranked 12th in offense. And then we have the Tennessee Titans ranked 17th. The both defenses are amazing. 6th for the San Francisco 49ers and 10th for the Tennessee Titans. The passing, Jimmy G's 13th and Tannehill's struggling at 23rd. We have the rushing, well, of course, 4th for the Tennessee Titans, but they're not 4th any longer. Well, they are and they aren't. Without Derrick Henry, they'd be a lot higher. And he's the one that got them down to 4th, but he's not playing. And the Niners are at 7th. So, I mean, they're playing. And they got Wilson. They have a great running style, great run block style. I just don't see. I think the 49ers are a much better team. Nicky's Niners is just so much better. I think they're going to go to the playoffs. They're 8-6. The Titans are 9-5. I just don't see the Titans in this game at all. I'm giving this one to the 49ers. Nicky's Niners to beat the Titans on Thursday Night Football. And then the next game, we have the Browns going into the Green Bay Packers. I mean, what can you say about this one? Green Bay 30-plus points in 4 straight games. I mean, how can you guard against that? But the defense of the Cleveland Browns is stout. I don't think the Green Bay Packers will be scoring 30-plus points against the Browns defense. Browns defense is really good, guys. And the Green Bay Packers are 8th. Browns is 5th. The rushing attack of the Browns are 5th. Their passing is 19th. Passing attack of the Packers are 14th. So, I mean, well, that's the offense. The passing is actually 9th. So this is a hard call. I don't think the Packers are going to lose this game in Green Bay. The Browns really need it, but the Browns are hampered by a lot of injuries and COVID. So I'm giving this one to the Green Bay Packers. The next game's a really tough game to call. Next game would be on a Saturday, and it's the Indianapolis Colts against the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, the Indianapolis Colts, they look so good. And their running attack, just Jonathan Taylor he's huge. He's just not fast. The guy is big, and the moves he makes, I mean, just amazing. I just don't see the Cardinals winning this game. I think the Cardinals are going to just suffer their 3rd loss in a row, and Cardinals are going to go down in this one in Arizona. But anyway, if you look at it, the 13th ranked offense for the Colts, 8th ranked offense of the Cardinals, but they haven't looked well. They didn't look good last week. They lost against the Detroit Lions. Hello. That was embarrassing. But on the other hand, their offense, the rushing offense of the Colts are 2nd. So, but I'm giving this one to the Indianapolis Colts over the Cardinals. The next game, I have the Chargers going into Houston, and Chargers going to win this game. I mean, it's a pretty easy pick. Justin Herbert has over 4,000 yards for the season, 32 touchdowns. The guy is he's a machine, and he's all world, that's for sure. And I'm giving this one to the Chargers. The next game, I have the Giants and the Eagles. This is a tough one, but I don't think I mean, boy, I tell you, Goddard looks great, doesn't he? And he's just really, really good. And I just think that the Eagles are going to win this one in Philadelphia. The next game, we have the Bills against the Patriots in Foxborough. So you would figure the Bills lost in at home. A terrible Monday night game, which was the weather was just terrible. The wind was out of this world, and then the cold, and then New England threw the ball 3 times. But I think New England just got exposed by the Indianapolis Colts last week. So I'm not a big believer in the in the New England Patriots. They got exposed. When a team gets exposed like that, it's mano on mano. There was no weather conditions. It was pure talent against pure talent. And the pure talent of the Colts won out. I think the New England Patriots are all about the weather and playing with the weather and winning with the weather. Bill Belichick's great at that. But on the other hand, they got exposed. I think the Bills really need this game, and the Bills are going to beat the New England Patriots. That is my upset special of the week. The Bills over the Patriots. We have the Bucks and the Panthers. The Bucks, Antonio Brown's coming back. Le'Veon Bell. The Bucks picked up Le'Veon Bell. So Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell are going to be playing. And it's pretty easy because this is more of a Pittsburgh-style offense. So this is going to fall in hand with Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. Now, there's no Chris Godwin. He's out for the season with an ACL tear. So I think this is what they need. They need a game like this. The Bucks. They're going into the Panthers. Now, the Panthers' defense is really good, guys. I mean, it's really, really good. Their defense is second. And so you got to watch that. And the Bucks just played the number 1 defense in the Saints, and they shut them out. But I don't think they're going to be shutting out the Bucks on this one, and I don't think they're going to be beating the Bucks in this one. So I'm giving this to the Tampa Bay Bucks over the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. The next game I'm looking at is the Jets and the Jags. This is a tough one. This is the Jets and the Jags. They're both terrible teams. And they're both one's 3 and the Jets are 3-11 and Jags are 2-12. It's going to be in New York. I'm giving this one to the Jets over the Jags. We have the Detroit Lions. They're playing all world. I mean, they just beat the Arizona Cardinals handedly. And they're playing the Falcons. The Falcons are 0-5 in games in Atlanta this season. They're 0-5. So, I mean, this is going to be a tough game, guys. I think the Atlanta Falcons are going to pull this one out. I'm giving this one to the Atlanta Falcons. They'll win their first game of the season at home. The next game is going to be a tough one. It's going to be in Cincinnati. Baltimore's won 5 of their last 6 games versus Cincinnati. And Baltimore's hurting. That's for sure. And Cincinnati, they need to step up. Both teams need to step up. I just don't see. This is a real tough game to call. It's a coin flip kind of call. I called the Ravens to lose last week, and they did by a point. But I don't think the Ravens are going to lose this game. I really don't. This is going to be my lock of the week. Is going to be the Baltimore Ravens over the Bengals. That's a pretty ballsy lock, if you can tell. Locks. Usually locks. Oh, Dallas over whatever. That was an easy lock. This one's a really hard lock. I am Right now, 13 and 2 on my locks, guys. 13 and 2, and one of the locks that I picked. If you were a betting person, they were getting 3 points and they lost by 2, so you still would have won my lock on that one if you're a betting person. So I'm giving that one my lock of the week: the Baltimore Ravens over the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati. The next game, we have the Seattle Seahawks hosting the Chicago Bears. What an ugly game this is. You have Chicago, the 29th offense. Seattle's the 30th. Seattle's 31st defense, and the Chicago Bears are 9th. It's sad just to look at the stats, especially for the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Seattle Seahawks, they've won 4 out of 5 games against Chicago. I think they're going to beat them at home. It's really hard to beat Seattle at home, even though Seattle's just is not the same Seattle. I think Russell Wilson will pull it through and win this game. The next game, the Steelers going into Kansas City. Kansas City points per game is 41 for the last 2 weeks. I mean, come on, really? And the Steelers? Steelers. I called that the Steelers would win last week. They did. I don't see the Steelers winning this game. So I'm having the Kansas City Chiefs over the Pittsburgh Steelers in Kansas City. Now, they don't know if Kelsey is going to be – he's vaccinated. So Kelsey could play. He could play. But I don't know. He has to – I guess he has to test 3 times positive from now to Sunday. So, I mean, it's a pretty big I think that might I think he will be playing. We have the Broncos going into Las Vegas. Vegas has won 3 straight against the Denver Broncos. I called the Vegas Raiders to win last week, and they did. The Broncos are tough. I don't think they're going to beat the Raiders in Las Vegas. I'm going to give this one to the Las Vegas Raiders over the Denver Broncos. The next game, I have the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Washington football team. Washington football team's done. They're done for the season. I think they are. They're not going to be playing for any type of playoff. Dallas is 4-0 versus the NFC East this season. They're going to be 5-0 at the end of this game. That's the Sunday night game. Last but not least, we have the Monday night game. We have the Dolphins, who have a 6-game winning streak. They're 1-7 at the beginning of the season, and they won 6 straight. They're 7-7. The Saints are 7-7. Saints looked great, didn't they, against the Bucs? That was a surprising. If you would have told me that they would shut out Brady at home, the Saints' offense looks terrible. They just look terrible, and the Dolphins are on the 6-game winning streak, and this is going to be a tough one. The way the Saints played last week against the Bucs, great. I don't know. It's a little different with the Dolphins because Tua can run out of trouble, and but that Saints defense is just stout. I mean, the Saints defense is just, it's good. They're 13th. Their passing is 30th. Their rushing is 15th, and their offense is 26th. Offense for the Miami Dolphins 23rd. Their defense is 18th. Their passing is 16th, and their rushing is 28th. I don't know. This is going to be a tough one. The way the Saints have been playing lately, I just don't see the Saints losing this game. They're going to be at home. So anyway, that's my picks for the week. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in incredibly a lot of pain, so I'll let you go. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully that helped everyone. This is the Calvin Dean Show. Calvin Dean, sponsored by the NFL Network. Have a great week and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all that good stuff.